Okay, good morning, everybody. This is Bonnie coming to you live to share about Party Live, and I'm going to share my screen here. Last week, we started off talking about the cycle of success and dating parties, and we talked a lot about what that looks like in dating parties and building your Frank list, your circle of 60, all the way up to your wonderful 100 contact list. We were talking about creating your own event, inviting others to date those parties, different kinds of parties. Loretta and I are excited to join this journey, share this journey with you guys on all about Party Live. And today we're going to talk more about those conversations and dating those parties and how we can really make this a wonderful event for our hosts and our customers. And that all starts with making that really good connection. So, what can we do to create the best experience for our customers and our hosts? So, in order to do that, we really want to get to know them, right? And this will help us to date them. This will help to make a great party. It will help to share the opportunity of joining us in Tupperware, and then also to date their family and friends to have that party. So, we're all about dating the parties, getting to know them for that reason so that we can give them the best party, demonstrate the products that are going to work for them, offering the opportunity and how it can work into their life, and just keeping that cycle of success going and going. So, something that many of you may have heard about is form. Some of you, this might be something new, and it works in all areas of your life because we're always looking to get to know people and learn more about them and to have those conversations, whether you are sitting in a doctor's office or meeting parents at school for the first time or getting to know a teacher. This is a tool you can use in all areas of your life. So we're going to use form, and form stands for their family, occupation, recreation, and the message of how Tupperware can help them, how we can, make that connection a little bit stronger. So generally speaking, people love to talk about their family. Hey, so tell me a little bit about your family. You might be surprised. They might tell you about their pets. Not everyone is married. Not everyone has kids or grandkids. So they may end up telling you about, their pets or how they care for their parents. Different family situations. So asking them about their family is a great way to open that conversation. And then what do you do? What do you do? Some people are great. They get to stay at home. Some people have full-time careers. Some people have a job. So finding out a little bit what they do in their life, how they make their money, how their days get spent, all about that occupation. That also tells you a little bit about their circle. How big is their circle? How small is their circle? How diverse is their circle? Which leads you into recreation. What do you like to do for fun? If you find out that they are a Sunday school teacher, or they're in a bowling league, or they play softball. You find out lots about them. What do you like to do in your spare time? Maybe they like to go boating. Maybe they like to go camping. Maybe they like to just stay at home and be left alone. Maybe they're all into spa treatments or shopping. So it's all about finding out more about them and then using that information to create the best Tupperware experience, whether that is joining us in the business, hosting a party, or being someone at your party or at their friend's party. And then as we're talking to people, of course, this is all about learning more about them to date the party. What's in it for them? How many of you know right now when you have a $500 party and two datings, what are our exclusive offers just for our hosts? We have the Host exclusive that is in the catalog. We have the one that's on our current sale brochure. And right now we have two more specials. So we actually have four host gift specials for anyone that has a $500 party and two or more datings. So what's in it for them? And which one of these would they be excited about? How do we know? We talk to them, we share the information. And when you're confident in promotions and you're excited about what they can get for free, that's going to help them be more confident about having the party and working towards those goals. And what goal is it? If their goal is a dating gift, They really want the mini cereal bowls. They really want whatever our small dating gift is. Well, we know they're not very motivated, so we want to raise that level up, right? We want them to be more excited. Maybe we want to get them the Micro Pro grill for free. Maybe we want to get them a whole modular mate set. Maybe they're all about the current host gift special. So, what are their goals and how can we help them to reach it? And we want them to be, working with their family and friends to have a great party experience. And as we're talking to people about dating those parties, we want them to be excited about the possibilities. And remember, always make an ask of yourself. Are you asking people to have a party? Remember, we talked about why people date parties? Um, because so often they date a party because you asked them to, right? Yes, they do it to help their friend. They do it because maybe you offered a recipe that they were really intrigued by. But people generally would date a party because you asked them. So when someone gives you an order, maybe they see something that you are advertising that's one of the specials. Did you know that could be the first order on your own Tupperware party, and you can earn more free Tupperware? Asking them to have that party can really change your business. Now, as you're having these conversations, obviously you're going to hear some objections, and we're not even sure sometimes what some of those objections might be. But when we listen to other people and we hear what they're saying, we understand, we empathize what they're saying, we can ask a few more questions to be clear about what they are asking. Is it an objection? Is it an interest to giving them more information, and producing those solutions? That's LEAP. Listen, empathize, ask, and produce solutions because we want to be able to help them. Now, what are some of the objections we hear when we look to date parties? I don't know enough people. Well, you know what? If we have just you and me and a few people sitting around your kitchen table, that's a party, right? A party is a few people in the same location looking at the current product. So um, maybe the last party they were at had 23 people there, and they're thinking, I can't have a party. I don't even know 23 people that I would invite. So they're already feeling like they're less than the last party they attended. When you let them know, you know what? I just did a party recently and there were 4 people there. Or I had generally speaking, I have about 7 or 8 people at every party. Letting them know that it's okay. Yes, I've had parties that have had 23 people, but I've also had parties that there's been 3. So it's okay. We just want to get together and have some fun. I really want to show you how amazing the stack cooker is, or how wonderful the fridge smart system is, or I want to show you how we can put the modular mates into your cabinets and how they will fit best. You might also hear something about, oh, my husband doesn't really like it when we have people over in the house. Hey, we could have it on the patio. We could have it at the local pizza place. We have lots of opportunities to not necessarily have it in their house. It can be in their garage. It could be in their driveway. You'll also hear people that say, you know what, I just really don't do parties. That's not something that I am very familiar with or comfortable with. So it's all about making that a little bit easier for them. And yes, we can offer those other opportunities of the virtual or a texting party and things like that, but we're really focusing in on those live in person. But don't forget, you do have that you can offer to them, but we could go to their workplace. We could go to the park. We can have it outside. So we do have a lot of other options when people throw up those different objections. And sometimes the objections aren't necessarily, I don't want to do it. I'm just not sure if I'm equipped to do it. I don't know that I know enough people to do it. I'm interested, but I need a little more information. So don't necessarily take it as a no. Keep the conversation going and let them know that you are there to help them. And then you want to obviously close the deal, right? You don't want to just talk and talk and talk and talk them into a party and talk them out of a party. Who's been guilty of that before? You give too much information, right? And then they're like, "Oh, this is too much. I'm just out." Um, so we want to make sure that we are actually closing the deal, and there's lots of ways to do that. And I like to offer choices, right? And I want to do it on my time schedule. First, I would tell you You never want to say, "Oh, I'm free anytime." Really? Anytime? Because that means you're not holding parties and you don't have a lot going on. So why would I want to have a party with you if you don't have any other parties in your date book? So first of all, you want to offer the dates that you want to work. You want to put it around your schedule. Obviously, you want to work with them, but let's start off with what is best for you. So I would start with, are you interested in a weekday or a weekend? Now, if you only want to do parties on the weekend, then you're going to want to say, do you want to do a Friday? Do you want to do a Saturday? Do you want to do a Sunday? You're going to offer choices, right? Um, do you want to do a daytime party? Do you want to do an evening party? And typically speaking, people are going to take your third date. When you are offering in person, most of the time they're going to take you up on that third option. So, keeping in mind that you want to date them close, we don't want to get too far away because if it is in, 5.5 weeks, they forget they said yes, they forget about it, they're not sure why they said yes, they're not excited anymore. And frankly, you've got a lot going on as well, and everything just kind of gets a little crazy, so you want to keep it within that that close window. So the first choice, you might want to offer your very next free time period, whether that is in 2 days or 3 days, or maybe it's tomorrow. Sometimes the quickest things are the best. When your friend calls you up and says, hey, let's go have lunch, she doesn't say, are you free 3 weeks from Friday? No, she says, hey, what are you doing tomorrow for lunch? Or, hey, let's get together Thursday night. She does it really quick, right? Sometimes those spur of the moment, quick things, they're actually the best because you know what you have going on. And honestly, people often are looking for, I'm going to wait, I'm not going to quite commit yet because I might have a better offer. Unfortunately, that is real. So doing it close works really great. And so offering two dates that are very close and then that third one out a little bit further. And for me, sometimes the hardest thing is being quiet, waiting for their response because maybe they're thinking they need a few minutes. They haven't thought about, well, I don't know. Do I want a weeknight or do I want a weekend? They're running through, well, what's best for my mom? What's best for my sister? What's best for my bestie? They're running through, and typically those aren't always the same. Remember, there is no perfect day or time for anyone, for everyone. You just got to take what's best and move forward. So giving them a few minutes to think and then continuing with the questions and the options. So waiting for that response. And it's really easy to get into, texting, messaging. I am going to really put this out there to you to try and talk to them voice to voice. First of all, they hear your excitement. They understand, that you are really trying to help them and they're talking to you, what's a little bit better what's going on. And you can even do the video chats now, right? We can actually video chat and talk to people so that we know exactly what, what a little better, I guess we should say, we know a little better as to what they are thinking so that we can really answer their questions, give them a little bit of support on what they are thinking. So even if you are messaging, you can use a voice message on your device, right? You can hit the microphone and you can leave a voice message to them. Hey, Robin, I am so excited that you're here with me right now. And I just want to let you know that we have the best host specials going on. And I wanted to know which one you're most excited about because personally, I love the Signature Line Modular Mate set, but I know you also really love that summer picnic basket when we were messaging earlier. So, which one is most exciting to you? Leaving voice messages can sometimes really change the way that the interaction's going, and even talking on the phone live. So if you can't talk live, I would challenge you to voice message to them. And then once you get around to that date, of course, you want to confirm it with them. Make sure we've all got the same thing down in our date books on our schedules. So, steps until we meet again. Continue to plan or date your very own event. If you haven't already done so, do that. Continue talking to people and working on dating at least one new live event, whatever that might look like, building onto your contact list. Last week we talked about your Frank list, the Circle of 60, the Wonderful 100 list. Continue to always grow and build that list. And we want to hear your success. We want to hear about your struggles. Let us help you so that we can be there to support you in your business. And I am just really happy that you guys could take some time to be here. Next week, we're going to go into more about host coaching. So that will be our main topic next week. And if you do have more questions, let us know because we can't wait to hear from you. So I'm going to stop the recording. Thank you guys for joining us.